Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, say hi in the comments for me and I will say hi back. Today we're going to be making this amazingly cute little octopus guy. He is adorable and he's perfect for markets, so let's get into it. So anything I'm using in this tutorial I will link below in the description bar, and we're going to start by making a slip knot. We're then going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to use the second loop from our hook, this one here, the second chain, as our magic ring. So we're going to pop 6 single crochets into that magic ring. Okay, so once we've done round 1, we're now going to go on to round 2 and we're going to increase into each stitch all the way around. So that means putting 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So you'll have a total of 12 single crochets at the end of this round. And of course I'm going to use a stitch marker for this because we're working in the round and therefore we need to know where our beginning stitch is. Okay, so round 3 we are going to increase and then put 1 single crochet. So in the first one we put an increase, in the second we put a single crochet, in the next we put an increase, and then the next just 1 single crochet, and repeat that all the way around until you get round to the beginning again, and you will have a total of 18 single crochets at the end of this round. So for round 4 we are going to increase again, so we're going to put 2 single crochets in the first and then 1 in each of the next 2, and then increase, then 1 in each of the next 2 again, and repeat that all the way around until you get back around to the beginning, and you'll have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. So we're going to increase in the first stitch, just like so, then put 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and remember to pop in your stitch marker so you remember where you are. So 1 in each of the next 2, so 1 single crochet and then 1 single crochet, and then we're going to increase in the next 1 and 2 in that one, then 1 in the next one and 1 in the next one. Okay, so for the next 2 rounds, so for rounds 5 and 6, we're going to put just 1 single crochet in each stitch around, so that's 24 stitches in each round for 2 rows. So now you can see it's starting to make a little bowl shape, which is what we want for the head, and we are now going to do a decrease row. So we're going to take the stitch marker out and we're going to decrease over the next 2, then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to go and do the invisible decrease. If you want a tutorial on that, I will link that just up here above here and you can have a little look there. So decrease, then 1 single crochet, then another single crochet in the next stitch, then decrease, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Repeat that all the way around and you should have a total of 18 single crochets at the end of this round. Now on to rows 8 and 9, and what we're going to do for these 2 rows is just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and you'll have a total of 18 single crochets at the end of each round. Okay, now on to round 10, so I'm just going to pop that stitch marker out quickly. There we go, and we're going to start by decreasing. So we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, just like so. Then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to continue that all the way around. So you're going to decrease, then 1 single crochet in the next, decrease, then 1 single crochet in the next, all the way around until you have a total of 12 stitches left at the end of the round. Okay, on to row 11, and it's a nice simple row, so you're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and you'll have a total of 12 stitches at the end of this round. Now it's time to add your eyes. So I'm going to be using safety eyes, and they are 1 centimetre in width, so that's 10 millimeters, and they're just plain black safety eyes. You can, if you want to, of course, use different eyes, use bigger ones to make them look cuter, or you can embroider them on to make them more child friendly. It's completely up to you. Okay, so to pop them on, I'm just going to put my last stitch that I worked at the back, and I'm going to grab one of my safety eyes, and I'm going to count up 3 rows. And it's going to go in between the second and third to last rows we made. So I'm just going to pop one in there, count 4 across, and then pop the next one in. So we've counted up 3 rows and counted across 4 stitches. Then I'm going to pop the backs on. You can change positions if you prefer. This is just how I think they look kind of cute. Once we've got them where we want them and they're all secured, we're then going to start making the next round. So I'm just going to take out my stitch marker. There we go, and we're going to decrease all the way around, so in the back loop only though, because we're going to need those front loops. So we're going to decrease in the next 2 stitches, just like so, and then decrease in the next 2 stitches, making sure we're using the back loops only, because we need to use the front loops to make our little tentacles. So I'm going to stop doing decreases now, and then I'm going to put my stitch marker in, and I'm going to start stuffing the head. If you prefer to, you can of course start stuffing the head a lot earlier. It's up to you. I just prefer doing it at this point. It just makes life easier for me because I know exactly how much I need to stuff. But like I said, if you prefer to do it earlier, you're more than welcome to. So I'm just going to stuff it until it's quite full, but not so much that the stuffing is coming through the stitches. Once I've got the stuffing in, I'm then going to continue decreasing all the way around to the beginning again. So just popping my hook in and continuing those decreases in the back loops only. Just like so. And then when you get round to the beginning again, you should have a total of 6 stitches left, and that's where we're going to fasten off. So to fasten off, I'm just going to slip stitch to the next stitch available, then chain 1, and then I'm going to cut a nice length of yarn so that I can weave that in. So I'm just going to pull up on my hook to pull that through, pull tight, and then we can start weaving that end shut. So to weave it shut, I'm just going to grab the front loop of each stitch around and just pull through. And again, the front loop only, pull through, the front loop only, pull through. Continue doing that all the way around for each stitch. And then I'm going to go through the bottom of the next, pull that through and pull tight. And then you can make a little knot. So I'm just going to put it through the stitch again, loop my yarn into that loop, pull tight, and then I'm going to push down and push it all the way through to weave that through and make sure it does not come out. Now we've got the cute little head made, or the body, it depends on what you want to call it. And as you can see, we've left those front loops there available, ready to do our tentacles. So I'm just going to pop my needle in and pull them a little bit so you can see them a bit clearer. And all the way around you can see just those little bars. and I'm just going to pull them out a little bit just so it makes it easier to work into and easier for you to see. There we go. Can you see them now? Great. So we're going to now make the tentacles. So we're going to make a slip knot, pop our hook in, pull tight, and then we're going to go to the back of our work. So we have all the details at the back that no one can see. Pop our hook in, and we're going to just slip stitch that on to attach it. We're then going to chain up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then working in the second chain from the hook, so this one here, we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And then you're going to do that all the way down for each chain, so 2 single crochets in each chain all the way down, which will give us a nice little curly tentacle. There you go, so you should have 12 stitches on your tentacle. We're then going to slip stitch into the next front loop and then slip stitch into the next as well. So that's 2 slip stitches. Then chain up 7 again to make your next tentacle. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around. So you're going to put 2 single crochets in each chain all the way down, making a total of 12 single crochets on each tentacle. Then you're going to slip stitch into the next 2, chain your 7, and then work your single crochets all the way down until you get to the bottom again. And repeat that all the way around, guys. It's really as simple as that. Once you've done your last tentacle, you're going to slip stitch into the next available stitch, and then you're going to fasten off. You can tie the 2 tail ends together to make sure they're nice and tight and secure, and then you're going to weave them in through your little octo, and then that is him done. He's adorable, he's really cute, I love him, and I'm making about 1 million of them all in different colours. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys, give it a big thumbs up for me. Drop me a comment as well and let me know if you've enjoyed it, if you've made it. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Love you lots. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.